Regionally, the Caribbean Media Corporation CMC reports that the Jamaica government says it has always valued the contributions made by the Cuban Health Brigade to the island, even as it acknowledged that the United States has publicly raised concerns about the operation of the medical program globally. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade was responding to a statement from Cuba that it was withdrawing all of its medical professionals from Jamaica less than 48 hours after Kingston said it was discontinuing the current arrangement with Havana after 50 years. Cuba regrets the decision of the government of Jamaica to cease medical cooperation, yielding to pressure from the U.S., according to a statement issued by the country's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It said that on March 4th, the Foreign Ministry of Jamaica communicated to its embassy in Kingston the unilateral decision of its government to terminate a health cooperation agreement that has linked both nations for decades. With this action, the government of Jamaica yields to the pressure of the government of the United States, which is not concerned about the health needs of the Caribbean brothers. Cuba deeply regrets that in this way, a history of fruitful and sustained collaboration is disregarded, one that has brought countless benefits to the Jamaican people who are now deprived of receiving the basic and specialized health services that Cuban collaborators provided. In response to the step taken by the government of Jamaica, the government of Cuba has made the sovereign decision to proceed with the return of the Cuban Medical Brigade. These health professionals leave behind an indelible mark and return to Cuba with the satisfaction of a duty fulfilled and the permanent willingness to assist whenever their spirit of solidarity is required, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs said. But in a 4-page statement on Sunday, the Andrew Holness government said the administration had thought it necessary to review the existing arrangements to ensure compliance with domestic and international legal obligations. It said that other countries in the region have done so and that following the review, it was confirmed that there was no issues with treatment on the job accommodation, leave entitlements, or freedom of movement in Jamaica. But the statement said that the review did reveal 2 issues which required immediate attention. Among the concerns identified was the fact that Cuban personnel were not in possession of their own passports. Once that was brought to the government's attention, immediate steps were taken to correct it. It said, adding that the issue was raised with the relevant authorities here and in Cuba to ensure that all relevant personnel were allowed to hold their passports. The Jamaica government said more fundamentally it discovered salary payments for Cuban medical personnel, which calculated at the same level of their Jamaica counterparts, were being made by Jamaica to the Cuban authorities in US dollars. The only payments made directly by the government of Jamaica to the personnel themselves were overtime payments. Even more concerning, there was no contractual provision specifying which share of those salary payments was to be paid to the workers.